If he wins a title as number 6, do you think they only retire number 6? But he did play as number 23.
But then Anthony Davis is going to have 23, so they would want him to stay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but when do they retire the jersey, though? They don't always retire it right away.
Well, Kobe was like next year.
Things are different for Kobe. Such a nice gesture by LeBron. Just a gesture, really, that may have possibly cost $4 million from Anthony Davis. But what is the significance of the fact that now AD has the jersey?
Look, to me, it means LeBron is acquiescing to Anthony Davis in a big way. Look, you can have the number 23. I want you here. And what else will LeBron perhaps acquiesce to Anthony Davis? Listen, you're the man. I'll let you be the man. I know this. I'm getting up in age. I had to deal with injury last season. I need somebody else to carry the load. You are going to be the guy. I like this move by LeBron James. And I think if they get another max free agent, let's say it's Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, we've heard that LeBron wants Kawhi and has been doing some recruiting. Perhaps LeBron is willing to kind of take a step back and let Kawhi and Anthony Davis be the guys.
So LeBron, I think, is really good at the optics game. He understands what things are important. So when Frank Vogel gets introduced as the new head coach and everybody's wondering what LeBron's thinking, he's there.
Right.
He made sure everybody saw him. He didn't talk to anybody, but he made sure we all saw him.
He stayed long.
He stayed a long time.
Even
he had
was
like neon color clothes on too, right? He's like, I'm right here.
And he shot baskets by himself in front of the media.
And it's a show of support. Right? I'm here. I'm standing behind you. And I think this is a great move as a teammate, but also as an optics play.
So is giving up a jersey when you know you're going to get a ton of money, too. All that money that's going to pour into his pocket that's into that next one. Absolutely. I mean, LeBron, since the decision, and those were terrible optics. From that point on, Ramona, to your point, he's kind of said, okay, I'm going to start playing the media and the public, and I'm going to know exactly which move I want to make before everybody thinks I'm ready to make another one. And this is the difference now with LeBron. I kind of see through the AD thing. I mean, LeBron is still the guy. He still believes he's the guy. But as far as optics go and public perception, this is what he feels like he has to do. Okay, so to Ohm's point, right, about whether this is a little bit more about sacrifice or not, look, if they are going after Kawhi Leonard, do you really believe that he would sacrifice the way he would have to for also Kawhi Leonard? Because I know about the touches and sort of,
Right, so you were there in year 1 in Miami.
Yes.
Did he, in a way, he almost lost a championship trying to sacrifice his game for Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, right? Not claiming that right away and trying to be too nice in that year. Like, he gets it. If he is getting, Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis are about the same age. Like, they're the Lakers' future if they're able to persuade Kawhi to come to the team. LeBron knows that, and he's leading the charge. So I think absolutely, you don't lead the charge and then say, take the torch from me.
Yeah, right. And for the argument that everybody's like, well, LeBron, was supposed to play off ball last season, and then all of a sudden, look, by, December 1st, he's playing with the ball and dominating. But that's different because he had all those young kids on the team. Now he's got Anthony Davis and Kawhi Leonard, his peers. 2 guys that are top 6 players in the NBA. I think it's easier for LeBron James to play off ball, acquiesce, not dominate the ball. If he has those 2 guys, I think it'll be a lot easier for LeBron to do that. I think the hardest part would be the adjustment Kawhi would have to make. Not maybe in a basketball sense, but in trying to go from being the guy and the guy who's just led a team to a title to a guy who's on LeBron's side. And a second or third option in the public perception game. And who knows what makes Kawhi tick? Nobody seems to really have a clue there. But when you have that kind of ego that it takes to be a superstar in this league, and you've just gotten to the mountaintop in being the guy, what are you doing going to any place and being like, you know what?
But the picture we just threw up, that was from last summer, and that is Coach Phil Handy, who ended up going to coach with the Raptors. Start organizing some pickup games, and that was Kawhi Leonard, and LeBron was standing there, and a couple other big-name players that you might recognize.
Kevin Durant.
The point is that these guys are friends, right? And they do have a relationship. I do wonder, and Ramona, you said something to me earlier about this being the all-load management team, right? Where, like, they could take, they could take months off and rotate who gets to load manage themselves while the other 2. But when you get to the playoffs, right? Who takes the last shot? And you've now got 2 young guys in their prime in Kawhi Leonard and AD. If this scenario happened, is LeBron willing to never take the last shot?
I don't know if that matters as much, just like it did in Miami. eventually it was Dwayne taking the last shot a lot of times, right? That became, it was, it went back and forth between LeBron and Dwayne.
In year two, clearly said to LeBron. In fact, they did it over a kitchen table in the Bahamas after they lost that 2011 championship. Dwayne said, I'm going to step back, and you're the one. You've got to do this. You've got to take this. Now, obviously, Kyrie took the physical last shot, right, of Game 7 to win their title. But LeBron was leading every game in terms of he was clearly the leader.
And what upset Kyrie the most? That he wanted to be the guy.
I just, look, it is certainly possible. And to your point, Nick, nobody knows what Kawhi wants. Kawhi has not made his innermost feelings public. He has not journaled or diaried for us. But I do wonder if it is too much of too many guys, if one of those guys is LeBron, who, while the natural person to be the one to take the biggest step back at a year he's turning 35, has just never played on a team.
Didn't he say this to you in one of his interviews with you, where he's talking about Kyrie Irving and it went back in Cleveland, where he knew that at some point he wanted this to be Kyrie's team, that he wanted to tee him up?
He did. He said he was going to hand the kid the keys to the franchise.
Did you believe him?
I believed him. I didn't think it would come this. I didn't think he was talking about what would have been necessarily
right
this
away.
Season.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And you know, look, LeBron has a lot that he possibly wants to prove this coming season after the injury. Maybe he wants to be in the MVP conversation.
And maybe there's one thing we're
again.
not talking about with Kawhi is maybe Kawhi realized I had to carry too much of the load maybe this season.
Right. So
and maybe he
opposite.
just thinks I want to win championships and prolong my career and do it 2 stars, and I don't have to carry the whole team.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.